So today's product is the Contour Moisturizing Twist and Lock Gel along with the olive oil spray. That's for the scalp, and you could also put the grown oil at the scalp as well. It's optional, along with our edge wax. This is our edge control, and we're gonna use 2 comb and 1 brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right into this hairstyle. It's very quick and simple, you guys. So I'm just dividing his hair into 2 large sections. That's it. And you want to get your part as straight as possible. Then I'm going to separate my section by using a rubber band, squingy, whatever you have available, just to separate those 2 sections. Next, I'm gonna go in by making a narrow outer section. That's gonna be my first cornrow. It's gonna be a small narrow cornrow. You want to make sure that your parting is very nice and precise. That way the hairstyle will look very neat. So that's what I'm basically doing. I'm gonna have like 2 narrow cornrow at the outer edges of his hair on the left and right, and then I'm gonna have 2 large one in the middle. Then I'm going to go in after I parted that entire section. This is how it looks, you guys. I'm just basically going in with my moisturizing contour gel just to get his hair a little bit moist, and then I'm gonna go in with my edge wax as well, just to pull all of them frizz in, and then I'm gonna start braiding that small cornrow. So yes, you guys, all I do is braid this hair, and this is not a video that explain in depth on how to cornrow. You will basically go on just visual, and this is basically handy for those of you guys who already know the basics when it comes to cornrowing. And this video is just to show you guys a quick hairstyle for those who already know how to cornrow. I'm just basically showing you guys how I got started with the first cornrow, so you guys could get an idea of how to make this hairstyle. So next I'm going to make another small cornrow like that first one. I'm just going in with my parting, you guys. As I said, the parting have to be really nice and neat, so that's the part that you really want to get right when it comes to this hairstyle, because that's what makes this hairstyle mad cute. You got to make sure that your parting is just right. So I'm just gonna do the same that I did earlier, putting my moisturizing contour moisturizing gel, and then I'm gonna start off using my edge wax whenever I start my cornrow, so I can grab all them frizzes in. Yes, you guys. As I braid, I'm just making sure that my braid is nice and secured but not too tight, So even though I'm braiding like I'm braiding tight, it's actually light. I'm actually going light on his head, so it's not tight at all. As you can see, he don't have no facial expressions at all, so it's not bothering him at all because I'm going really light on his head. But you got to make sure that your braiding is very nice and secured as well. So that's it for the two small cornrows. Now we're gonna do the large one. I'm just prepping the large one by applying some edge walks, and I'm making sure that this large section is well detangled, just because this is a larger section, you guys. You want to make sure that your fingers can go straight through this here. I'm just brushing in the product and preparing it to get started. Now I'm basically dividing a little section at the front so I could have a better handle of how I start my braiding, and then I divide that into 3 little sections, and then I start from there.
Just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake?